YouTube? Creeper here, and today I'm going to be talking about the new Kaijus that came out in Clash of Rebellions. Um, I've seen a couple deck profiles of, not really deck profiles, I've seen some duels of people doing some weird and wacky combos with the two that are out now. I saw one that utilized the Gradles so that you can just tribute off your opponent's monsters to get into your own. I saw that on Asian Eyes' channel, and I thought it was really cool. I've seen a couple others, and they just they look like they can be utilized in different things. For now, that kind of more or less attacks, I think, uh, for now until they get the rest of the kaijus, and then I think they can have some devastating cards that come out with them. But for now, we're kind of stuck with the dragon, and we're stuck with the spider. And I think there's a spell card, but I don't remember the name for it, so whatever. Unfortunately, the dragon is a dinosaur, so it doesn't count, but whatever. So let's get right into these kaiju monsters. I love the names. Dogoran, the Mad Flame Kaiju, and Kumongus, the Sticky String Kaiju. The sticky string kind of thing throws me off, but then it'll grow on you. I feel like they could have come up with something better for him, but, you know, what are you going to do? Sometimes the translation is kind of lost, and they have to do something with it, but I think it came out pretty well, regardless. So let's go right into Dogoran. Dogoran, you can special summon this card from your hand to your opponent's side of the field in attack position by tributing one monster they control. If your opponent controls a kaiju monster, you can special summon this card from your hand in attack position. You can only control one kaiju monster. Once per turn, you can remove 3 counters from anywhere on the field, destroy all monsters your opponent controls. This card cannot attack the turn that you activate this card, or effect. Yeah, that's really good, you know. Send it right over your opponent's side of the field, and when I saw this being used in Gradles, you can just quickly switch the ownership of that card back to you, and then your opponent's probably not going to be left with anything, because you're using the Gradle engine, so that you can just keep stealing their monsters, along with you playing with your Kaijus. So that could be a really strong scenario, and also you're tributing for his other effect, so that you can special summon to your opponent's side of the field. You can only control one Kaiju monster, which is a good thing, because sometimes controlling multiple Kaiju monsters could be a little bit overpowering, because their effects, while there's only 2 of them, they can be very strong together. To have the ability to remove 3 counters from anywhere, so I'm pretty sure the spell card, you can get mass amount of counters on that. You can get counters on this guy, I think, for doing something, and then the spider one, I think, you can get counters on for doing things. But if you play any spell cards that can work with him, or the kaijus, I should say, that gets counters, go for it. Or play a spell counter deck with Endymion and all those guys with the kaijus, with the Gradles. I don't know, make a giant engine thing going on. But this could be a very devastating card, and the best I've seen so far, I'm going to refer to the Gradles again, is because the Gradles I've seen so far are the best with this so far, because they just work so well with the ownership swapping and the whole stealing effect. I don't care. This thing happens every time I'm using Lilo game recorder to record things. And the game recorder I was using before stopped working with my computer, and I had to get rid of it. And I've tried finding the other ones, and they just don't work with my computer either. So I need to get on that. So for now, we're just going to have to stick with this, and hopefully it works for now. Sorry about that. I was really excited to use the other one, because when I uploaded the other video with it, using that one, I put in the wrong measurements and it screwed it up. And then when I recorded using my new camera, there was a fingerprint right on the lens and I didn't even notice, so it came out looking blurry. And then my intro happened to not go through the whole editing process correctly, so that came out blurry as well. Not having fun times right now, guys. Anyway, on to the next one is Kumongus, the Sticky String Kaiju. So let's go right into reading his effect. You can special summon this card from your hand to your opponent's side of the field and attack position by tributing one monster they control. So same thing as most kaijus, tributing one of their monsters to get on their side of the field. If your opponent controls a kaiju monster, you can special summon this card from your hand in attack position. You can only control one kaiju monster when your opponent normal summons, special summon a monster, or normal summons or special summons a monster. You can remove 2 kaiju counters from anywhere on the field. Until the end of the turn, that monster cannot attack and its effects are negated. Um, Same thing, you know, you can tribute one to get on their side of the field. Um, if they control a kaiju monster, you can special summon. So obviously, you know, with that ownership swapping, with the Gradles, it's really good just to special summon. And then, you know, you can't control two on the field. And I saw where, um, on Asian Eyes' channel, he did a error thing where it started to flip the kaiju sticky string back and forth between them, and then the opponent just quit because it was infinite and wouldn't stop. This can be, it's not as good as I want to say Dogoran, just because I like clearing boards a lot. I think empty boards are a little bit stronger than negating that monster's effect, and it cannot attack, and its effects are negated. So it can be a very good effect depending on what you're stopping and what kind of variant you're running of the deck so far. Because, again, the deck doesn't have very much, so we're dealing with two monsters and whatever you can splash them in for now. Again, a very decent card, and I just love the art for the Kaijus, and I think they're going to be a pretty strong deck when the rest of them come out, and I would love to see what they come out for them if they have lower level ones, kind of like the Dragon Rulers, where you can add them to your hand or something like that by discarding them or special summoning to your opponent's side of the field or something like that. That would be kind of cool. And then the last card that I've seen a lot being used in the decks, especially, again, I'm going to refer to Asian Eyes because I watched that video over and over again just to try and see how the build worked and whatnot. But this card is great because return control of all monsters on the field to their original owners. So, you know, special summon a Great Tier, or no more. I can't talk today. Um, Special summon to your opponent's side of the field one of your kaijus with one of your, I don't know if you're using Gradles to get control back. I don't want to hear that right now. And something just happened. I don't know what it was. Oh, it changed the color scheme. Um, but you know, special summon, change control, bring it back, attack for game, whatever. This card is very good in the deck. I think it's probably one of the best cards so far for that Gradle variant and some of the other variants. But I think it's a very good card. Um, yeah, tell me what you guys think in the comment section below of what your opinions are of the kaijus. I hear a lot of people don't like them very much. Personally, I like them. Uh, Mainly for the art and stuff and their names, and they're kaijus. Why not? They're cool. And I just think they have a lot of potential in the future for the next couple sets. If they come out with any more, I don't know. But I hope they do, and I think I might try playing them with the Gradle variant. But anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching this video. If you liked it, hit that like button as hard as you can, and subscribe to my channel for Yu-Gi-Oh! And gaming videos. And as always, hope you enjoyed.